What is going on, you guys? We are back with another video. We are doing a first official ride on a full titanium exhaust and tune Panigale V2. And usually with my videos, I try and like multitask with my actual life. So right now I'm headed out to go get a haircut, which is like 30 minutes away. A little late now, but we're on a bike, so we can make up for the time. I just need to go get cash tip real quick from the bank. Not gonna lie, as well, I feel like this is my first official summer street ride now, because all the riding I've been doing recently has just been track riding. Rarely been street riding anymore, which I need to get back into because it's still super fun. Pops on this bike are so ridiculous. Isn't this pretty fitting? A Ducati at the ATM. This is the Ducati owner's normal day activities. Now we gotta get down the road, dude. I can make up for like 10 minutes, right? You can do it? I think you can do it. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah, that cover right there is so hot on my leg. Oh man, it is hot. Oh, and with the weather's on, it probably feels like 100 degrees out right now. But, okay, so this is a 2022 Panigale V2 Bayless Edition, which is a special livery for Troy Bayless, which means this bike has Öhlins suspension, Öhlins TTX shock right there, which my leg literally sits into. So that's not the most comfortable. Literally the back of my thigh is in the adjustment, whatever things you turn. So that's a little bit of a design flaw right there. But this bike, more importantly, has a full titanium Van Diemen exhaust with a BT Moto tune and a DNA air filter. Oh man, why is this road all dirty? I just cleaned up this bike. And that road's all getting repaved right now too, so that's really like, yeah, I'm just not trying to go over there. So with this bike, if you're new to the channel, this is not my bike, but I really want to show this to you guys because I've done videos with this bike when it was completely stock, and now I've done one just with it on after getting the exhaust. This is my dad's bike. So if you guys saw the last video, we took this Ducati, totally surprised him by getting this full system and tune installed on it, which was insane. You guys loved that video, it did really well. So I thought might as well hop back on her and go enjoy a little ride. And the sky is like super hazy today. Like there's just no blue because I think there are like these wildfires, and this is like the smoke that's overlaying from it. Come on, let's just get on the road so we can enjoy this ride. This is arguably the worst thing doing a Ducati is sit in traffic. And this light is still red. Come on! This has been like a couple minutes now. This dude's gonna get hit by a car. Oh my gosh, this is so dirty. Oh, we got a bump. Oh! Woo! Yes, I need that! I need that airflow so I can cool off. Warm these tires a little bit. I actually didn't know is that when you go like side to side like this, that doesn't warm up your tires. What actually warms it up is accelerating and then braking. So more you know. And this bike has auto blip, which is such a blessing, dude. Once you ride a bike with auto blip, I don't care if you don't like technology, do like technology on bikes. Once you ride a bike with auto blip, you just wish every bike had it. Especially if you're riding really hard, you go into a corner and you can just, oh my gosh. Those both completely ran this light. Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't that Lincoln. I would probably got hit by those cars. This bike from the factory, with the factory tune, exhaust, all that, did not ride well at all, in my opinion. I really didn't like it. I just thought it was so clunky. I thought it felt so choked up, like me right now, inhaling all this dust. I just genuinely felt like the bike was not running right. But now that it has this full system in tune, it just cleared up everything that I hated about it. Especially the heat, dude. Since it's again, a full system, it got rid of all that stuff choking it up. This bike runs so much cooler. And with the tune too, because I know it makes the fan come on sooner. Because usually when I'm sitting at stoplights on this bike, the coolant temp is at like 230. Now it's sitting at 185. That is such a big difference, it's not even funny. Which makes the riding experience so much nicer. When I rode this bike, when it still had all the factory parts on it, I literally had a heat rash on my calf. So from that, like, you guys can know it really is that hot. It's not just a meme. But even too, this bike from the factory in first gear, I'd have to rev it like all the way out just to get it to get going. But now, much easier just to get going from the start. And again, if you're riding it around town, it does help out a lot. Because before, it felt like I had to just give it so much effort, let the clutch release for so much longer just to get out of first. Now it's more immediate. And now this bike actually has a good exhaust note. It doesn't sound like a dang vacuum cleaner. Like this. Sounds really good. And this bike does come with, from the factory, two really important things. So electronic Olin stabilizer and Brembo master cylinder. This bike from the factory, since it's this Bayless edition, which is supposed to be, you know, all the track goodies, like if it was SP for Yamaha, it just has everything that you could dream for on a bike. You got the perfect suspension setup, you got a stabilizer, you got Brembo calipers too, and a master. It has all the goodies you could dream of. Which is why I want to get this thing out on the track so bad. But I feel like this bike is really slept on, this V2. I don't see too many people with it. And honestly, like the power to weight ratio is so nice. And for the price that you can get these at, they're steal. Use Panigale V2s, you can find them for like $14,000, $15,000. Again, you're not getting like one of these with all these goodies on it, but you can still get a base one with still really nice tech. Get this great 955cc motor with 155 horsepower, ton of torque since it's a 2-cylinder, and it's a Ducati. So as far as like just middleweight raw performance bike, this bike is just amazing. And the best part about this bike has to be all the dang torque, which literally just makes this thing want to wheelie immediately, makes it want to just pop up right in the air. The only thing I would say, which is probably just the whole Ducati thing, is they are not fun to ride around on the street. Like, just chill riding. This bike is the opposite of at home. This bike is away. It just should not be doing that. And the feedback the bike gives you, you just know. You're like, you just want to be wide open throttle the entire time. You want to be scraping some knee, bending some corners on this bike. You do not want to be like me right now. Overheating at a stoplight, tucked behind an SUV and a truck. But this bike just immediately goes. Since it has all this torque, you don't need to get to the top end to feel the power. It'll give it to you immediately, dude. That's what's so fun about this bike. Look at this auto blip. Come on. I'm barely getting into the throttle right now. I want to open her up a little bit. really conservative. And it is just going. The entire time you're getting on the throttle on this bike, the front end just wants to pick up. Like, you feel it just get lighter. You feel it just want to wheelie. Look at that. Oh my gosh. This is just such a raw race bike. That's how it feels. But at the same time, it's not intimidating to get on because how light this feels and the size of it. This feels way lighter than my R6, and the whole dimensions of it, like me sitting on it right now, feels way lighter than my R6 too. So it's not intimidating to get on and ride. Tesla almost had me messed up there. Oh, these brakes are so good. Oh my gosh. Oh. I'm telling you, dude, like all the components on this bike are ridiculous. Oh, the pop! Woo! And again, it's not my bike, so I'm still being pretty conservative, but she goes, dude. Goes. This bike is just like such a mixed bag, because if you get stuck in some chill area, you hate it. You want to get off of it. You do not want to be on this bike at all. You want to be at home sitting on a couch. But if you're able to open this bike up, it's just a whole nother world. It's like you tasted a steak for the first time, dude. It just, oh my gosh. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous. And it sounds so unique too, since it's a 2-cylinder. So you don't really hear bikes on the road sounding like this. Okay, at the same time it's a Ducati, so it still has an exotic exhaust note. And it's a 955cc 2-cylinder, which is wild. I'll tell you, dude, like when you ride this bike, since it feels so light, it's just such a wild sensation. It just feels like it just wants to fly out from under you. I guess especially me, coming as an R6 rider, predominantly, when I actually feel a bike with torque, it is a whole new experience. It's all I got is top end. My thigh is burning up right now. Whew. Man, everything on me is sweating right now. But look at this beauty. Such a good looking bike, and she just got washed up, so this paint looks like you could touch it and it would come off. It looks like liquid. Let me check back in with you guys in a little bit. Alright, y'all, just finished up with my haircut, so hopping back on this bike. I'm probably gonna go stop by MG Motorsports. If you're new to the channel, then those people over there at MG are the best. I stop by there probably once a week, and that's where my R6 is from. That's where this bike is from. Those guys are the go-to and the absolute best in the industry. And I just realized I forgot to do up my helmet. So I gotta take off these gloves now. Come on, why are we going so slow? But dude, this BT Moto Tune was absurd. Honestly, I really saw more about them from Fastlane D's video. I saw Fastlane D on his Panigale V4 that he has a BT Moto Tune, and he talks super highly about them. Because on the Ducatis, they have like an up map, which I think still like stays within the limits of keeping a factory warranty and all that. But I heard it's just not worth it. I heard just do the full another aftermarket company tune, and you'll be much happier. It'll run much better. So went with that, and this thing runs phenomenal. So shout out Fastlane D, because I also used his code when getting this thing hooked up for my dad. So yeah, man. You know, one thing I do like about this bike, or the R6, is the seat height's a lot lower. I'm able to walk with this bike flat foot a lot easier. This bike needs some tank grips though, dude. Before I ride it again, I gotta put on a tank grip, because with this tank shape, there's just nowhere to put your legs to hold on if you're trying to do a little flat out pull. No way! I cannot sit in traffic. Come on. Look at that line. Alright. We're gonna have to work our way through this thing. Quick, 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 quick. And I smell a dead skunk on the road. That's great. Let's go. Dude, I just love how visceral this experience is, being on a Ducati. They're literally just race bikes. They're not street bikes at all. How long does this go on for, dude? Come on. Come on. I have to put my legs like this, just so it's not all heated up. The second I tuck them in like here, they're burning up. Put them out here, they're chilling. I know you just want to open up and rip. See what I can do. I'm telling you guys, we're going to figure out how to do a track day with this bike. And take both the R6 and this V2 down to the racetrack, because this bike is way too set up to not be killing some turns in a proper place. I don't even know if I'm gonna title this the first ride, because I feel like this is way more random and sporadic type of video. But we'll see. We'll see. I just gotta edit it up so it makes sense and I don't look like insane rambling on about different things. I love the shifts on this bike now with the exhaust. They snap so loud. I know the camera won't do it justice, but it's just insane. But what do you guys think about the Panigale V2? Do you think it's actually an underrated bike, or do you not like it? Do you really like it? Maybe want to get one in the future? Do you have one? Let me know your thoughts down below. I'd be really interested to see. Because I feel like it is such a unique bike. Like 955 cc's with a 2-cylinder. And it's an exotic motor. If I was to like have one all set up, I would just have to get somebody to figure out this tank situation. Probably just tank grips, and then maybe like new rear sets. Because not the biggest fan of these OEM rear sets. I feel like I want like a little bit more adjustability. As far as just performance, this thing has plenty of power, more than enough power, and a suspension that I will never find the limits to. But we can still try out the suspension. Oh yeah. This bike just feels so light. It's the weirdest thing. I can't get over it, how light this bike feels, how much power it has. I don't know what type of Italian magic that they use to make a 155 horsepower bike. Well, now probably like a 160 horsepower bike or more feel like an R3 in weight. Don't know how, but I applaud them on that. Here, listen. It just leans over so easy. I feel like I could do this all day. But yeah, let's go pop over to MG Motorsports real quick while we're out, because it's right up here like 2 minutes away, so let's see what they got in store. And I'm probably gonna go grab a little water over there because your boy is hot right now. Dude, I feel like a BMW owner. One of the N54 bros. Dang, that's a nice color on that Lexus. Maybe future wrap color for a bike. It's like a candy red. Brakes are so good. Maybe I need to get a little Brembo Master on my bike. I think it runs like the RCS 17. Literally just spent way longer than I was expecting to, but those guys are just the best. I spent like an hour there just chatting it up. So now I'm just about to go head back. I still got work to do, so I can make money to keep the lights on. That's all I needed. It's a little bit of straight road, so I can let this bike stretch its legs. Listen to that. Literally vibrates my entire arm and the whole bike just shakes. It's just such a bassy tone, so it's so different. It's such a different character than, you know, a high revving 4-cylinder. Oh! Oh my gosh. Taking this bike on the track. I have to. It's a necessity. It sounds like an Italian muscle car, basically, now. But I'm already getting uncomfortable being so hot, so let's get on the highway. I don't have to suffer. telling you, once it's wide open, I just get the biggest smile on my face. But in traffic, I just want to get the heck off this bike. This front end gets so light. Once you crack it open fully, it's just like, let's wheeling. Come on. Oh, this is like so much fun. I know these are the clips that you guys wanted. Actually, giving her a little bit of throttle. May or may not have been a power wheelie right there. Just a little bit. I love having a bike with torque right now. Such a different experience, dude. And with this auto blip, effortless. Literally don't need to touch the clutch at all after you get going on this thing. You guys let me know, but I don't really know too many other bikes that are in this class of being such a high CC and only 2 cylinders. I feel like it's just in a lane of its own. Alright, let's take this way. It's a little bit more fun. Before we go ahead and park this, just want to have a little bit more time on it to enjoy. What would be really nice little touch would be getting one of the quick release gas caps and make it like gloss black. I feel like the gloss black would be a lot better than this brushed silver. And the cool thing about Ducati is like, if you go into like different mode screen, you can change this bike from 155 horsepower to like 120 horsepower to 100 horsepower just by going through all the different modes. It's pretty cool with technology nowadays that you can just like change the tune literally just by clicking a different button. And it comes factory programmed, not anything aftermarket. Every rev, dude, it'll just pop. I wish you guys could hear this in person. You know what I need to do on this bike is do a pure sound YouTube video. I feel like that would do pretty well with how crazy this thing sounds. But maybe like at night. It would be a lot nicer to ride a bike that's literally just like an oven on wheels. Can't imagine how hot the V4 has to be if a V2. This is hot. And man, after riding with like my perforated one-piece suit, I don't want to ride without perforating gear. Like, that easy leather jacket I have is non-perforated, and dude, right now in the summer, it is so hot. I'm surprised how big a difference that makes.